Hello and welcome to this cartoon animator tutorial on how to add videos to your cartoon animator software. So in this video, I'll be going over how to install a codec pack onto your PC in order to play videos just like this. In the second part of the video, I will demonstrate how we can create faster animations with the use of videos and Motion Pilot. So watch this video to the end so you don't miss any tips. So we're here at codecguide.com. That's what you want to type in. We'll click this link here. We'll go to download. Wait for it to load up. So basically, you want to download K-Lite codec pack. And we just need the basic one. There's a standard one, full mega. Don't worry about those. We just need the basic. As you see, it already contains everything you need to play all common audio and video file formats. Supports playback of AVI, MKV, MP4, FLV, MPEG, MOV, and so on. So basically, we want to upload MPEGs and maybe MOV or MOV files if you have them. So when you try to upload a video into Cartoon Animator, it'll prompt you. It'll tell you, yeah, download K-Lite codec pack. So it's an official thing. It's legit. So basically, if you don't download it, you can't play no videos. Basically, so you go to download basic. I've already installed it on my computer, so I can't go through the process, but it's basically very straightforward. And what you'll do, you'll click server 1. That's the one you want. And you'll just follow the instructions from there. You just basically say okay to everything. And the file's about, let me see again, how big the file is. The file's 20 megs. So there you see it. Like I say, that's all you have to do. And obviously, if you know how to install packages, software, you should have no problem. So just follow the simple steps, and then you'll be on your way to uploading videos to Cartoon Animator 4 and 5. I've tried it on both. So let's get back to the video. So after you download the codecs for Cartoon Animator 5, you'll create a prop. So you go here. Here's one, okay. Click open. It'll take a couple of seconds, yeah. Usually, I would do this via GIF or through PNG sequence, which can take a long time. But we saw that was a matter of seconds. That was less than 10 seconds. And that's with a video. And this video is 10 seconds long. So that's about, to be honest, that's like 300 frames. That's a lot of frames. Yeah, and if you try to do that via a PNG sequence or GIF sequence, the file's going to be so large, it's going to take so long to open, it's going to lag so much. So if you want to use Motion Pilot, it's kind of awkward to use. What I find, if you're using PNG, a large scene, anything between 5 seconds and 10 seconds as a animated scene can cause a lot of lag, because I don't think this was really meant for that. You know, you'd usually use something called After Effects. So with this, what I've noticed when you use the video, and this is a 10-second video, I'll play it, as you can see, and it's pretty smooth. If there's any lag, it's because of my computer. It's an old computer, and I'm using a screen recorder, so don't mind that. Generally, it just runs straight through. It's because I'm screen recording. That's why it keeps stopping and starting at the moment. But if this was a PNG sequence, 10 seconds, it would take about, I don't know, it could take like literally half an hour, 40 minutes to upload. And that means, so, you know, with that kind of size, there's going to be some great deal of lag. So it's not worth doing it that way. You know, I got around it, you know, but it's kind of a pain. I prefer this method. So I'll take it back. And you notice if I go to motion, there's no motion here. Obviously, because he's got his own motion, you don't need to collect clip. You know, it's a continuous loop. You know, so I've got plenty of these types of scenes in the store. If you're happy what you see, you can obviously purchase them. Let me show you another scene, another video scene, I should say. Let me go content manager. Here's some I've done earlier. So let's delete this one. All right, let me find this one. Look at this one here. So this one is another 10 seconds. You know, there's a lot going on in this one. As you can see, it's a sea background with lightning and rain. So, you know, it's quite a big, you know, it's quite a big file. So look at that. That would never run like that if this was a PNG sequence. There's no way. You know, I think the codecs compresses everything. This is just what I'm thinking. It compresses it because this is a much smaller file, and yet there's 300 frames. Yeah, and it uploads in a matter of less than 10 seconds. So I highly recommend people using Cartoon Animator 5 to download the codecs. I'll leave the link in the description. It's a K-Lite basic codecs. There's plenty of videos as well online how to install it. It's fairly straightforward. But these are the results. So you can imagine now, look. So now also what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a character. This was kind of impossible before because what I was doing when I was actually let me add a prop, actually, not a character. Let me add a prop, more suitable. Yeah, when I was using Motion Pilot before, I have to say Motion Pilot is a very, very, very good tool. It's highly recommended. It's one of the best features, I would say, of Cartoon Animator. But when I was doing animated scenes, I would have to hide the scene because there was a lag if I had the character and a moving scene at the same time. It was like it was too much for the software and my computer, I think. So this way, what I've noticed, let me just find, I don't know, let me find, what should I use? Let me find this spaceship. Yeah, what I've noticed, I was able to use Motion Pilot and the scene being open at the same time. I didn't have to hide the scene, you know, because obviously there was lag before. Yeah, there's still a little bit of lag, but it's 10 times less, you know. So I highly recommend a computer with a lot of RAM, so forth, you know, to get the best results. But I was pleasantly surprised by the results. Sorry, my computer's like I say. Oh yeah, so look at this. I've just seen something. Sorry about the lag, but obviously, I'm trying to upload this spaceship, which is obviously a PNG sequence. It's PNG sequence, and you notice how long it took. it took longer than the video. It took longer than the video, and because it's PNG sequences, and for some reason, depends how. To be honest, it depends how many frames you got in it. There's a lot of frames in there, to be honest. Basically, there's 5 motions. There's 5 motions in this one particular spaceship. So you know, that's a lot of frames. So look, if I click on the action menu, you see I've got no lasers twice because I've got them going at different. No, talking about no lasers. I said no lasers because when the spaceship's flying, there's no lasers, and there's 2 different speeds. I've got laser 1, laser 2, different speeds, up and down, left and right. Oh, that's actually about 1, 2. Actually, there's 8. I think there's about 8 motions, and that's a lot. Yeah. So anyway, so look at this motion pilot. Actually, let me make the screen a little bit bigger for you. And another thing I advise you is that sometimes when you have depending on your computer, it's sometimes best to animate with the smaller screen like this, I would say, like that. Because obviously, you know, it's less on the software, less on the computer. But, you know, for viewing purposes, I just want you to see what's going on. So basically, I'm going to take the face cursor off. Take that off. I want to change the scale because I want it to scale. Take the uniform off. So what I need to do is put the y minus y here, and then maybe bring these numbers down to about 1.1 on the width and the height. Width and the height, have them equal. So what will happen now? I'll just do a preview. So you can see it's pretty smooth, to be honest. I couldn't really do that before with the PNG sequence because it was, you know, there was a lot of frames. Even though this is a lot of frames, like I say, I feel that the codecs in regards to the video compresses it for some reason. I don't know the technicalities, but I ain't complaining. And I suggest anyone using this software, highly recommend this software because it's got a lot of it's very automated, I would say. It's very automated. You don't have to keyframe movements and all that business. There's a lot of assets that you can find on the Real Illusion store. There's a lot of movement for your characters and that, so it saves you a lot of time. So I highly recommend this to everyone, from, you know, young people to old people. So now I'm going to press record, and this is the big test. Okay, so I'm recording. Okay, yeah, it's stopping a little bit. Like I say, remember I'm screen recording, so my computer's trying to manage, but still, I wasn't able to do that before. I had to basically hide. I had to hide the scene. I had to hide the animated scene because it was too much for it. But now look, it can handle it with the video, because the video comes in much smaller, like 10 times smaller in size. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Like I say, if you want to find these scenes on my store, you know, help yourself, be much appreciated. I'll leave the links in the description. Okay, so also look, now I'll stop it. Let me stop that. Okay, so that's the path it's made. That's the path. It's kind of a crazy path anyway, so look. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the smoothest of movements, but like I say, if I had minimized my screen and I wasn't screen recording, it'd be so much smoother. So don't mind that. But like I say, usually it's impossible to do this with PNG sequence or a GIF. You know, that's what I've noticed. And I would say I would recommend 10 seconds is the minimum, I would say, yeah, I would say 10 seconds is an average speed. It's good. You know, it's not too fast. It's not too slow. So, yeah, I highly recommend using videos of 10 seconds. Videos less, I'm not saying you can't use them, but I mean, you might want to, you know, if you want something fast. But what I've noticed with this, you can't change the speed. Once whatever the video is, whatever speed the video is, it stays at that speed. So that's why I chose 10 seconds, because it was like, it wasn't too, you know what I mean? It wasn't too fast, wasn't too slow. It was like average. So also what I wanted to show you, which is great about, what's great about Motion Pilot, let me just get to it. So you see that obviously the spaceship is zooming. Let me just move up a bit. It's scaling. You see it scaling? So what I've done, because originally this spaceship was created in Blender. So originally it's a 3D asset. So the reason I did that is so I could move it in Z space. So what I've done, I put some turns on it so it can go left and right. So because it's obviously turning, it's going left. So what I can do now, look, action menu. Let's see if that's the right one. See, left. It goes left, and then when it comes back, I can add another motion. I can add the right motion. Right. So, you know, it gives it more of a dynamic look, dynamic feel, you know what I mean, more realistic. So it looks like it's in 3D space, even though it's 2D. So that's the benefits of Blender, you know. I would say it's definitely another software that is definitely worth knowing if you're an animator, even if you're a 2D animator, because you can mix and blend 2D and 3D together, and you get some blinding results. So yeah, this is, like I say, this is technically a 3D asset, really. And like I say, this is also in my store. So let me show you the lasers actually. So look, so now, yeah, this comes action packed. This particular. So you see it? You see the lasers now? I'm sounding like a kid. So now, actually, let me go back. So if I wanted to make a whole scene, so and you see it scaling again. So if it's scaling, it only makes sense to put the left motion on it again. Boom. It's going to come back in. So when it's come back in, it's going to come back in. Actually, while it's doing all that, all that, I'll add more lasers on it because it's not turned yet. Add more lasers. Boom, 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 boom. It's coming back now, I think. Okay, let me see if it's coming back. No, I thought it was coming back. Actually, no, there. So there I could just, yeah, hold on. I could just add it there. Just being extra, you know. Put a right turn on it. Bam. And then another right turn maybe there. Let's check that out. Nice. Sorry, I'll close that. All right, so that's pretty much it. To be honest, I'm just gonna play it through, see how it looks. It's flying, weaving in the net of the lightning, shooting. So you imagine that you can set up your own. You could set up your own little Star Wars scene or something like that. You know, it's a little Battlestar Galactica kind of scene. You know? Yeah, so to me, Motion Pilot is one of the best features they've added. And now with this added codecs, which I've kind of figured out, I'm sure other people may know about it, but I haven't seen no videos on it, so I thought I'd do a video on it. I thought it's valuable because one thing I have to say, you know, about cartoon animator is very good, but there's no animated scenes really. I mean, if you wanted to animate a scene, you'd have to obviously create in After Effects, and then you'd have to obviously use the After Effects script. And to be honest, I kind of just wanted to work within. I wanted to work within Cartoon Animator. Like, it's good having the characters there, but I didn't want still scenes all the time. Sometimes you do need still scenes, but sometimes you want animated scenes, and I didn't want to go back and forth, and and so it makes it easier that this is here. One thing to note as well is I had some issues. Actually, let me put in another. Let me see if I've got another scene. Yeah. So what I did, I noticed that I was gonna say I had some issues when I uploaded some of the videos, and they were from different sources, like different software. So I had one from After Effects, I had one from Blender. So the ones from Blender and one from After Effects, they were okay. They went and they were okay, And I downloaded ones from when I made them on CapCut. If you know CapCut, it's a great piece of software. But for some reason, it uploaded. Yeah, it uploaded, but when I looked for it again, it was there. But when I tried to apply it to the scene, it was black, as if like it couldn't read that particular codex. You know what I mean? So it was weird. I had made it, and I had put it in the scene, saved it and everything, and it appeared like, let me see, let me show you. It appeared here. You saw the thumbnail and everything. And I said, "Oh, cool." So I didn't think nothing. It's only when I tried to add it to the scene, to the stage mode, it wasn't. It was just like a black screen. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then I checked the others, and they worked. And I put it down to it was the codex. Even though it's an MPEG-4, it didn't like it for some reason. It didn't like it. Also, let me show you something. Let me show you something here. I'll give you another example of. I should have saved that really, but it don't matter. Actually, no. Yeah. So you see these files, these scenes here. These scenes are great scenes. This is a football scene, and this is the athletic scene, athletic track. Sorry, and the problem with them, they're PNG sequences. They're great scenes, but they're the ones I was saying when I have to animate, I have to hide the scene. So you're doing a lot of guesswork. So you kind of have to use the grids, the lines to know where your character's going to be. So it's kind of annoying. I can still get around it, but it's kind of time consuming. So I prefer this way, to be honest, with the videos. Like I say, I recommend if you do want to purchase any of these scenes, they will be in the store, and I will say like make sure you got the codex, the K-Lite codex. I'll put it in the description below, just in case it doesn't run on your system. I don't know what kind of components are in your system, software and all that. So yeah, I would recommend downloading it, especially with the scenes I've got. So you won't want it not playing. So yeah. So let me try another one. I don't know if I showed you this one. Let me try this one. Yeah. So I've got some more to do. So here's another one. Let's line it up in the camera, like so. And let me get a character. Let me get another character of mine. Yeah, I'm actually working on these football characters at the moment. Some famous faces, some famous names. Let me see. Let me try this guy here. So, where is he? No, did I upload him? Oh, no. There he is. Maybe the shrink is going a little bit. Actually, no, that's kind of... How big would he be? All right. Cool. So I'm just going to give you another example. Moving the scene about. All right, so let me give you another example now. So I want to put a run on him, or a walk or something. Yeah, let's put a walk on him. Like I say, sorry, you have to bear with me. I ain't got the fastest computer. Yeah. So let me find a walk. No, I'm talking about, what am I doing? The walks and the templates. I ain't got no custom walks. Come on. That's what's great. That's what's great about Cartoon Animator. They got so many motions. So really and truly, I need a side motion. Let's go with this walk happy. It's good to be happy. Ignore that. All right, the hands. I mean, yeah. I see, but it doesn't matter. I just need to. Let me lengthen the motion a bit, because remember this scene is infinite. This video is kind of infinite. It's an infinite scene, so let me just stretch it out a bit. Like that. Let me just go all the way to the end. It's been extra. All right. Motion pilot. What I want to do, I want to have the face on it, meaning that I want him to flip. So when I turn left and right, he turns left and right with the mouse. So kind of realistic. Do I want the scale? Yeah, let's try the scale. Because if he's going away from the screen, he's obviously supposed to get smaller. And then when he gets close to the screen, he's supposed to get larger. It's common sense. All right, so y minus y. Don't ask me why. It just works. That's what I've noticed. Don't ask me why, but it's minus y, as you can see, for the width and the height. Because, yeah, so when you move up, it reduces the size, and when you move down, it enlarges the size. So that's on the y-axis. All right. So let's do like a preview. So he's walking like a car. He's happy. And let me so now he's walking to the door and he's getting a little bit smaller, just like I wanted. He's a bit too big. I should have made him smaller, but you get the drift. It works. That's the main thing. So he's turning. You're probably thinking, why is this train taking so long? You know, I've just come from a football match and I'm tired. My bones, my muscles are starting to ache. He's just pacing up and down, you know, as you do. But like I say, this was impossible with the PNG sequence again. So I'm just giving you examples. I'm not being long-winded. I'm just trying to show you. I've been using Cartoon Animator for a couple of years now. It's great software, but like I say, it was just an issue with the lagging when you have a lot of frames within a PNG sequence. That's all. That's my only gripe. But like I say, with the codecs, you download the codecs for videos, and you're good to go. You can do stuff like this. You know what I mean? You know, so yeah, I think that's enough for now. I'll put up another video shortly going into what more I've done in regards to this video animating within Cartoon Animator. 5. You know what I mean? Like I say, look at the background, the trees and that. But like I say, yeah, it stops and starts. It's only because of my computer. You know, I've got the video, it runs smooth, so don't think it's the actual scene itself. No, it's the software and my RAM and, yeah, a multitude of things. So, yeah, you know, it's trying to do a lot. You remember, it's not meant for this, so I'm just trying to push the boundaries, that's all. Like I say, again, thank you for watching. I'm going to leave some links down in the bottom